And that's one way to get rid of a crowd. Don't put that on social media, because then...
Right.
Go for it.
Ready to go? So good afternoon, everyone. My name's Konstantin Pavlidis. I am a cognitive scientist, integrative medical practitioner, and a clinical psychologist, been practicing for more than 3 decades. And I have put together a system that is being presented today based on a scale-up, basically. I've been in the business 30 years, and the business itself, the Oracy, is an integrative medical practice that takes tech that is biologically based, so human biological technology, based on light, sound, electricity, magnetism, Tesla plasma, and radio waves, as an interface between allopathy, which is the standard Western medical system, and the complementary, alternative, and traditional medical system. So we've got something that's visible and tangible based on the 6 forms of energy that we are aware of, acting as an interface between these 2 medical systems. That was the original foundation of Oracy. And the more important part, I've been a traumatologist dealing with injuries, rehabilitation of injuries, also for 30 years, as well as the psychology. So my experience is unusual in terms of understanding the body-mind interface, the impact of the thoughts and feelings on your physical body, and how we measure this through the nervous system, hormonal system, and the body electric. So I've gathered a lot of data over the decades to build a system. Consequently, my introduction today is looking at mental health. And we know that mental health has increased by 40% globally since the pandemic. There is a new epidemic which we are aware of, and we're trying to find solutions mostly through CBT and either drugs or group therapy sessions and activities such as meditative techniques, which I know as Satipatthana, which is the mind practitioners. So let's look at mental health being the 6th largest contributor to non-fatal health loss globally at the moment. Also, mental health in the USA has increased by 40% since around 2019. That's a statistic by the end of 2020, costing around 1.5 billion, where the cost to the government and the socio-economic system is concerned. Mental health in Europe, this is an older statistic, but at this point in time, it's gone to well over 100 million people, costing around 600 billion per year. Now, mental health in the UK, around 13 million people, which equates to about 50% of the population, are registered mental health patients. That means an entire spectrum between panic attack and stress, anxiety, looking at then the impact that has on OCD, ADHD, ADD, and moving into, from there, other disorders which are degenerative, including Alzheimer's and dementia, as well as the autistic syndrome. So our solution is using 2 devices. One actually is measuring what is present between the sympathetic, parasympathetic nervous system by capturing photonic emissions from your fingertips generated by the device. And then the second device, which is a therapeutic one, uses light-emitting diodes and isochronic tones and beats. If anyone's interested, you can go and check this out at F7, just around the corner outside. Now, the key factor within this is how that tech that I've been working with over the last 14 years is applied to this new startup, the Real AI Lab. It's not machine learning, it's about using algorithms that interface between an inorganic device and an organic being, a person, in real time. So the client steps into a chamber wearing a haptic multi-sensor suit and other monitoring equipment, including EEG and ECG. The AI detects signals from the wearables via the sensors in the cameras, which are located at 360 degrees within the chamber. Then a template of behavior is established and further generated based on movement, self-recognition, and perception, and is then recreated via your biofeedback. This data is then used to formulate a 3D virtual model of the person and is used as the foundation of self-learning. This is a mechanism that helps you to get to understand yourself through your own interface. in real time. So it's based on numerous parameters from the devices, developing skills such as spatial awareness, gravity and balance, cognitive acuity, interactive communication skills, psychomental and emotional management for mental health. So the main directions of the applications, it's a predictive model for mental health. It generative model for therapy sessions in the here and now. These sessions are therapy which are custom made every single time you go into the chamber. So basically the AI does iterations for you. Then it's learning how to learn based on your own biofeedback. So information coming from you through an interface that's immersive fully and helps you to get to understand many aspects of yourself in terms of your health, your psychomental and emotional connection. So the wearable design for the data capture, ECG, HRV, GSR, EEG, movement tracking, oxygen uptake, and eye tracking. That's what we have for now. That's the beginning of the process. Oh, there should be one more. What happened? Oh, so this is a new medical standard based on a 5P model that is predictive, preventative, personalized, participatory, so that you are involved in the process. You're not passive here. You're fully active, fully present, fully aware, and fully engaged. And finally, this enhances the performance in daily life. So that is the presentation. That's the startup part of what I've been doing over the last 14 years with these two devices. This chamber has been developed by DataViv. They already exist. They are training staff of the United Nations in the UN, in headquarters, which is in Geneva, for Europe. They have labs already established in India and in the US, Kenya, as well as it is Vietnam. And I'm a partner of theirs, and we are establishing a lab at the Odyssey in East London, basically at Canary Wharf. So thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much. That does sound really cool. I might get one for me at home. Any questions? I mean, it sounds amazing. What I reckon you should go and do is go to that stand, which is F7.
F7 is just around the corner
and
outside,
give it a try.
where the food is.
But, like, can I jump the queue? If there's a queue, can I get to the front?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll remember your face.
Thanks.
It's all good.
Right, just forget this lot here. Don't go to F7. Just, like, that's...
Yeah, if you're interested to find out more about the existing tech, because this was about sharing with everyone a forthcoming, that's what the startup is about. It's brand new and no one has developed an interface between inorganic and organic AI. And that's literally what you're doing here in what we're doing, but what you will be doing if you engage in the process. Because it's a learning process and a journey, and we're capturing data about you, for you, and assisting you to understand yourself and how you can perform better in life.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
One more little round of applause. IntelliProve, we're nearly there now, we're nearly there. If you play your cards right, if I play my cards right, I'll try to get one of these little things in my house, and you can just come round and try it out there, because it's what we all need. Right, go for it. 6 minutes. Oh, sorry, I forgot to do. Would everyone put money into that last product? Yes, no, maybe? It's a few little maybes. Right, go for it.
Hello everyone, my name is Juri Tilkens. I'm very excited to present you today IntelliProve. It's a game changer in the health tech sector by video-based health monitoring. In fact, we've developed the most powerful health assessment algorithm ever made. So these are current ways of assessing health on online solutions. We are talking about endless surveys, a lot of questions always should be answered to have an idea about health, a lot of wearables, other medical devices that should be coupled to these online solutions. Last but not least, definitely in the case of mental health care, we are talking about emojis. A user has to press on it to say how he's feeling day by day. Let me say this is very limited, it's outdated, and it's time consuming. And that's exactly the reason why we started IntelliProve. We developed an optical software technology to measure different health parameters by performing a face scan. Very fast, within 20 seconds, completely contactless, and without the need of any additional medical device or even no wearables. The only thing an end user needs is a device with a simple camera. It can be a smartphone, can be a tablet, can even be your laptop. In fact, what is happening, we take a look to small color changes in the face. originating from the rhythmic pulsing of the heart. And so every time your heart pumps, blood is distributed towards the blood vessels of your face. And this gives a small color change. This is the starting point of our technology. It's important to say that we are not a separate mobile application. We are a plug-in solution to integrate directly into any external digital healthcare platform. Our end users can use their biomarkers, for example, to generate a general health score, to guide users, patients, to the most relevant content, to do some trend-based analysis. I will dive a little bit deeper into the technology. First of all, we start with the quality check. We check some environmental factors, such as lighting, movement of the patient, distance of the face to the camera. If everything is okay, green screen, and the patient will be able to evolve into face scan. Second step, region of interest detection. We will detect certain areas in the face where the blood perfusion is the most visible. In most cases, it's the forehead, the left and the right cheek. Third step, biomedical signal selection. We extract biomedical signals from the face. An example, PPG signal, a photopathosmogram, exactly the same signal that comes out of like the pulse oximeter from the hospital. You know the pulse oximeter. This is a starting point of extracting different health parameters. We do that by signal processing and machine learning. We literally trained models to make a prediction of certain parameters based on the morphology of a PPG signal, for example. After face scan, a patient will receive access to clinically validated health insights, trend-based analyses, and AI-generated feedback, tips, and recommendations. It's a combination of physiological parameters, heart rate, respiratory rate, but also mental health parameters, heart rate variability, a stress score, autonomous nervous system balance, and so on. It's a unique patient experience that we can create. The more face scans are performed, the more biomarkers that will be unlocked. And at a certain point, the patient, even the medical doctor, can do some progress tracking, can see some trends over time. As I mentioned before, we are not a mobile application. We are a plugin to integrate into your system. It's literally 2 lines of code, a code snippet that should be pasted within your solution in the backends. And in that way, we can end up in your solution completely white labeled. We are currently trained and validated on more than 1 million data points. So it's 1.1 million unique patients where we performed a benchmarking study, comparative analysis between our engine, let's call it a face scan, in comparison to reference devices or reference questionnaires. Reference devices can be pulse oximeter, reference questionnaires, PSS, GAD7, PHQ-9. So in that way, you can have a nice idea about accuracy and precision. On this moment, we have an overall accuracy of 94%. So in 94% of the cases, our measurements will lie within the clinical acceptance criteria. We are fully GDPR compliant, we have our ISO 27001 certification, and we are CE marked as a medical device under the new MDR regulations. We assist our clients before, during, and after launch. For example, we do kickoff, info sessions, a project follow-up, a verification phase, and after the launch, a feedback and a customer success case. We are embedded within 1 hour even. This is what our clients can achieve after 3 months integrating IntelliProof. They see an increase of 13% of their users, of their patients on their solutions. An increase of 20% of patient activation, user engagement, 38% of program success. And this is, of course, the reason why I'm loving my job, a fantastic team. A complementary team, combination of technical and business people. I'll skip this one. And this is why I'm loving, again, my job. Clients that describe our tool as a game changer for their organization and by extension for the entire healthcare sector. So that's the reason why I say let's continue with IntelliProof and save human lives by improving health monitoring. I thank you for your attention.
Very cool. Thank you very much. Is that your natural pose, or were you like actually? Is that how you stand around? Right. Questions? Any questions? I know you're knackered. I know you're hungry. Just hang on, and they've got one more presentation. Any questions? Right. Go. Be mean.
Thank you for the presentation. I'm curious because I've now witnessed 2 similar products. Do I need this? Who are the patients who benefit the most from this ongoing monitoring that you've implemented?
It depends a little bit from use case to use case. What we see, for example, when we are integrated into a certain home monitoring platform that is accessible for the elderly population, we see that's working really well. These are patients or users that do not have wearables or all kind of medical devices at home, but they do have a smartphone. It's very easy, just press the button of record button and you can perform the face scan. So the elder population, for example, is a nice population that is benefiting of our tool. I would say it's more used in a preventive setting than in a curative setting. Yeah.
I think the question was, who's your customer? Is it the patients themselves or organizations?
No, it's the platforms. So we are B2B, we are not B2C.
Fine.
So it's not that we are like a mobile application that you can download from the Play Store, but we are integrated into a B2B platform, going from like an app that can be downloaded from the Play Store to a platform that is used in hospitals, electronic health records.
I've got another question for you, but where's Wheelshare? Right, you all set? Get yourself ready, because this is the last presentation. But I have got one more question for you. So in our practice, we've got a robot, haven't we? Can you think about how we could use this software in that robot?
I mean, the robot's not being used at the moment. So, I mean, yeah, it would be great if we could integrate with this.
Is it doesn't depend on me, one device and one user. You can have it on one device and multiple users, or not?
Your question is, can it be used on one device and multiple users?
Yes.
Yeah, or the other
Yeah.
way around.
So
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we
So
can
far.
use it, Sarah. And can you plug that robot in? We bought a robot ages ago. You can't use it. It's basically an iPad on wheels. Right. How long do you want to keep on talking? Just right. Last one, and then you get your lunch. Anyone leaves, we'll make a note of your names, and you should be banned from Giant forevermore.
Does it work? Or I have to really? Is it good enough like this? Yeah? Okay, cool. Thank you. No, it's fine. Thank you for the hungry people that stayed. I really, really appreciate that. Picture this. You're in a hospital. You're ready to receive care for any given reason, but you're delayed. Not by the talented doctors of the NHS or by, I don't know, any works going on in the hospital, by something very, very simple, as a missing wheelchair. This is a daily struggle in hospitals everywhere. Patients waiting longer, their independence compromised, staff wasting precious time searching for wheelchairs instead of providing care. Hospitals facing operational inefficiencies with lost, damage, and unavailable equipment. It's not just an inconvenience, it's a real barrier to delivering timely, dignified, and efficient care. Now, if this will work, it will be nice. Okay, cool. Wheelshare tackled those challenges with a simple and innovative approach with our smart, self-service wheelchair rental hubs. Our mission is clear: provide access to high-quality wheelchairs to those who need it most. Operating globally, Wheelshare transform mobility challenges into accessible solutions. And here, how it works. Wheelshare Innovate hubs are placed in key hospital locations, making it quick and convenient for patients, visitors, and staff to find and borrow wheelchairs. A simple, intuitive rental process ensures easy access for users and encourage timely returns, keeping the system efficient. Wheelchairs are checked and serviced frequently by us, Wheelshare, to ensure they remain in excellent condition, removing the burden of upkeep from hospital staff. The advantages are clear. For patients, immediate access to wheelchairs, reducing waiting time and stress, reaching appointments on time, enhanced independence throughout the hospital journey. For staff, less time spent on wheelchair management, taking pressure off the staff, improved efficiency for porters and support team. For hospitals, smoother patient flow and fewer delays, reduced costs associated with replacing lost or damaged wheelchairs, and save staff time spending locating the chairs, providing high-quality care and improved patient experience. Wheelshare creates meaningful improvement for everyone in the hospital ecosystem. And another one will start it? No? You know how to start it? You can do it for me. Wonderful.
Before the service started, it took a long time to get my family to their appointment.
There have been times when I've actually bought our own wheelchair in the back of the car.
These are really light and compact.
You can come straight into the front entrance, use the machine, take the wheelchair and take it straight to her appointment.
And you get to use them for as long as you need them and then deposit them at the end of the day.
They're always returned and they're always available.
And this is how simple it is basically to operate the system. It's very similar to the bicycle scheme, Boris bike, Santander bike, however you want to call them. You simply enter your mobile number, you enter your card, and you retrieve a chair. To return, you do the same. It's a foldable chair, so you fold it back. You tap on the unique number each chair has. You enter your detail back, and you return the chair. Wheelchair provide outpatient with free wheelchair rental for the duration set by the hospital or trust, which can range from 1 free hour or even 12 free hours, while our UK average usage time is less than 2 hours per patient that use the service. This process helps to ensure that the wheelchair is returned on time and available for others to use, hence the name wheelchair. Multiple patients can share the chair throughout the day. From an inpatient point of view, porters can use the same system in a slightly different way. Porters and staff can unlock wheelchairs with their staff ID or fob card. Clearly designed wheelchair station helps staff quickly locate chairs when needed, avoiding random placement or hidden chairs. We proved to increase efficiency by more than 20% in international studies, enabling more patient calls per shifts for porters, reduce delays in patient transport to appointment and treatments, and fewer complaints about waiting times. We also partner with port management companies to make I see who's standing up, to make the journey smoother. Sorry. We'll try to finish quickly.
We don't try.
Yeah, we will try.
We've finished.
Some of our numbers, global numbers, that you can see over here. This is where we place at the moment globally. We also offer to white label our stations. We offer companies that want to do some more good to come label it, and the money will go directly to the trust in order to reduce our pricing and manage, hopefully get the system with lower costs as possible to the trust. And also we offer to give back to the NHS. As one of our solution, we call it the charity model, which during the rental process, there's a pop question on the screen asking, would you like to donate to support this service at the hospital?
Right, we're gonna stop because it's
Yeah.
Right, so
I'll leave it.
I love the name. I love that wheelchair. It took me a little while to work that one out. Wheelchair. I mean, how long did you spend on coming up with that name?
Simply,
Ages.
yeah, no, simply.
It'll take me a
Simple.
couple of years. Questions? Any questions?
Hi, how do you make sure the wheelchairs are used by the people who really need them and not just a random sort of can't be bothered to walk? No, but it's a fair point.
Like kids and stuff. And how do you keep them clean? Because I'm not sure
So
anybody wants
we're
to
not
use a
located
wheelchair
at the
after I've
hospital,
used it.
so we're not the one that keeping them clean, obviously. It's the hospital staff that a part of their assignment, they have to clean that, like they clean the other chairs, so that's about the cleaning. How do you make sure people not abusing the system? Again, it's down to the hospital. I rarely jump into the situation that people just renting chairs for fun.
Oh, have you been to any supermarkets with trolleys?
Yes, not quite the same. But I will say that because we track the usages and we see, we have all the data available to us,
Fine.
and we can follow that.
So if they're going really fast, then it sets off an alarm.
Not about the speed, about the rentals, but yeah, we
Well,
can
who wants to
follow up
put
the
money,
data.
their good, hard-earned cash into this project? Everyone, put your hands up, because then, you get to eat. Enjoy your lunch, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you.